organized D&D, so it's kind of a
Drinking
homage.
game for Fast and Furious. Drink a Corona every time they drink a Corona.
So many Coronas.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to RPG Horror Stories. We got me. I'm Zed. I'm your RPG guy.
Yes.
I'm Torben. I'm your D&D guy.
And I'm your Dick Dastardly Tom.
And we got special guest Joel on the horn today.
I'm Joel. I'm your sofa guy.
He's the sofa guy.
He's filling in for Rachel. She's still deathly ill.
Deathly
This
ill.
COVID just hits different.
Hit
It really
different.
did.
It's tough.
Sofa
She's
more
on
like
one hit point.
Sofa Vergaris.
What?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not right, but you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not right, specifically.
You know, speaking of COVID, the first post that I've curated
Do we have
for
a
you
spooky
guys.
story?
We have a spooky RPG horror
Ooh,
story.
I'm
We're gonna
really
Ooh.
scared already.
Yeah, we're gonna be reading some fucked Reddit posts
Oh,
about
they're so spooky.
terrible, scary D&D games.
Oh,
And
filled
this
with troubled people.
troubled people, yeah. Oh, they're so
And
troubled.
we make fun of them on the internet.
Yeah, we bully them.
Having like any empathy sucks so much.
Empathy is not funny. Can
No.
I just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cringe.
We need to like remove this person from humanity, like distance ourselves from them so we
So-
can punch down at them. Yeah. Or punch up.
Redditors Assemble.
Yeah.
Downvote this guy.
Are you downvoting
Redditors-
every horror story?
Do you downvote all of them?
I do download
Did
them
you-
all
did you-
into...
Downvote the guy that was really troubled with his alcoholism.
Yeah. I PM'd him. I personal messaged him.
Yeah.
I slipped into his
wow.
DMs
That's
as
a
a
different thing.
as a Dick Dastardly DMer. So this one is titled "The Segway has been shattered to pieces," but it's related to COVID
Reassemble it.
It's titled
Predators reassemble.
God damn
Redditors
it.
reassemble.
It's titled "I've realized the most recent quest I sent my players on makes me look like an anti-vaxxer."
Oh yes.
Yes.
This story is about how the current quest my party is on could easily be interpreted as me being against modern medicine, which I decidedly am not. The party I DM for was tasked with eliminating a noble who runs an alchemical medicines company.
The wizard
Called Physor.
Fauci.
The wizard Physor.
Oh no, big alchemy's at it again.
Yeah. The region surrounding this area has been plagued with a horrific miasma that causes any matter of diseases, which led to the villain's medical company becoming very successful.
Medical company.
Medical
I
corporation.
like this. This sounds great.
Yeah, as she is the only alchemist who knows how to brew the remedy.
This World Health Organization of sorts.
All her lackeys are equipped with plague doctor-esque masks to prevent them from breathing in the miasma.
Warlock Health Organization.
Yeah.
Warlock
That would have
Health
been it.
Organization. I love it.
This is kind of sick, to be honest. When the party stole some masks and successfully infiltrated the city where the villain's alchemy lab is located, they were directed to a medical bathhouse to ensure they were cleansed of any infections they might have been carrying on their skin from miasma exposure. However, they had to pass wisdom saving throws while exiting the bath, and those that failed became charmed by the
Autistic.
villain. yeah, and had to be. If the party explore the lab properly, they're going to learn that the miasma was started by her company in order to force the populace to buy cures from them, since no one else can produce them.
Wow.
So in total, I have ticked the boxes of Big Pharma being evil, masks being an icon of the bad guys, medicine equals mind control, and the fact that the large medicine emergency was fabricated by the elite. I didn't realize the implications this plot had till it was too late to change. I am a little nervous my players will think I'm anti-medicine now, lol.
I think he
that's-
is.
That's funny.
I think
Yeah,
this
I
guy's
think
an
this,
anti-vaxxer.
I think this guy's a friggin' Trump voter.
I
for
think
sure.
he was vaccinated as a child, and now he's fucked.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why he wrote such a sick, twisted campaign.
Yeah.
What year was this?
2019.
This was 58 days ago.
Okay.
Okay.
It
So
was
this year.
It was set in Wuhan, China,
Yeah.
a fantasy kingdom.
The top comment is conspiracy theories make very good TTRPG material. I've done it quite a few times, and nobody thinks I'm in reptilian aliens being the elite. It is.
His campaign is about the moon landing being fake.
Yeah. I do.
Nobody's noticed yet.
I do like the idea that like this guy's players are just sitting there like they've got a separate group chat and they're like, "Yo, we gotta like take this guy out."
I think this guy's an anti-vaxxer.
I think this guy's a piece of shit.
I'm glad we didn't invite him to this cool group that we have.
Oh man, do we think that this guy fucks?
I think this guy is in the wrong.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck.
He simply can't.
He's a bad
can't.
person,
He's
probably.
a bad guy. I
right?
think.
Yeah.
I need them to just commit harder. Like
Yeah.
give me just admit to it.
Yeah.
Admit
Go
yourself.
all
You
the
know
way.
it.
Yeah, mask
want-
off.
Hear me.
Mask on.
Tell me about trafficking hobbits through your pizzerias.
Go full blown
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah, it's all got to be conspiracy theory.
It's all conspiracies all the way to the top.
Yeah,
And it turns out bleach beats COVID. Inject it straight into your veins.
Hell yeah. I thought you were talking about the anime Bleach for a second because I know you love
That's
anime.
true. It
I
does.
Yeah.
that's what I was meaning initially.
I love Getsuga Tin Show.
Same.
You can
What's
overcome
your-
most symptoms with a bunk eye.
Yeah. Tom, what's your favorite episode of
Bunkai.
Bleach?
I would say the one where he learned to jump real far thanks to his childhood best friend.
Oh yeah.
Is that it's
I don't
actually
think-
closest on that happened.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's Naruto. That's the
I
guy
knew
who jumps
that.
real far.
Yeah, Naruto is the one about jumping really far.
They
Right.
really do that. Sometimes they jump and they're just in the air talking for like hours.
Yeah.
and then they land and they jump again.
Whenever I see
Yeah.
them jump, I'm like, well, I guess I'll go make a tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't be back down for a while.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's
be
weird that the camera doesn't track them either.
No,
It just
you-
stays on the ground.
You get to see shadows on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
wait like half an hour.
I mean, animation frames are expensive. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
true.
fair. I mean, it's difficult. Well, I mean, it's like this. A lot of these were filmed before drones, so you know it's quite difficult to like follow them up as they went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is actually, it is interesting because like older anime, they were trying really hard to fit within like a budget. So they would like
Crazy.
they would go backwards into some like really beautiful shots because they would like pan the camera up into the sky so that they didn't have to animate people like talking or like their mouths moving off. And then it's just like, but I feel like now like they don't have to do that as much. So
Yeah, of course, I feel really strongly about this.
yeah. Yeah. You have really strong opinions.
I love all the animes.
Yeah.
I've seen them all too.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of them. You could dedicate your life to that one
Peace.
piece. One piece.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You are an anime fan.
They're gonna find out what it is soon.
What the One Piece is?
Yeah, what the treasure is.
Yeah, that's still going.
Yeah, we're literally like 5 chapters away from finding out what the thing is. Maybe.
That's like one of the longest running like things ever,
Yeah.
right? Like it's like
That's
so
insane.
many episodes.
There's
Yeah.
so many people are going to die once they find out. They're like, oh, I can pass
yeah,
now,
yeah.
finally.
They're on their deathbed.
I
Yeah,
know what
academic.
the One Piece is.
They just wither into dust.
So they're trying to find One Piece.
Yeah.
like a piece of 8, like a gold
Yeah.
coin?
Well, we don't know. We don't know
Hang
yet.
on,
Could
whoa,
be.
whoa, whoa.
all right. So,
Tom, I know you're the guy who knows
I'm a
everything about
conspiracy
anime,
theorist, yeah.
but not everybody
I
else
put the
is.
pieces together.
What
the
is-
One Pieces.
What do you think the One Piece is, Tom?
That's a good point.
The greatest treasure in all the
Yeah.
world.
Based off of like theories, based off of like
Yeah.
all the episodes that
Yeah,
you've seen.
I'm
'Cause you know the
pretty
main guy.
convinced that it is just like a piece of 8. Like it's just a very generic gold coin. See, Torben's nodding. He knows. He
Yeah.
knows the theory's fit.
Checks out.
It's a
Yeah.
It does
coin,
check
yeah.
out. Like there's so much conflicting
Legit.
information. The only piece of information that hasn't been properly conflicted
Yeah,
is that it's just like one piece of normal gold coin.
exactly. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be like the ultimate subversion of expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know it worked well for Game of Thrones. It's gonna work well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
You know what's crazy is that I didn't realize this until recently, but the main guy in One Piece is like Gumby. He's like a Gumby guy.
He's Gumby. Yeah.
Like stretch his arms around.
Who's Gumby?
Do you mean like that green plasticine?
Yeah. I don't gotta be honest, I don't even really know who Gumby is. I just know that he's like a stretchy guy.
I think this is like a 1991 cartoon or something.
Yeah.
You really just
How
dropped
old are you?
Dropped a reference that not even you knew.
Is Gumby? Is it the fridge thing? Like the guy that you like you throw and it hits the fridge and it sticks and you're like, wow.
Explain to us Gumby lore.
Gumby
We know you're
is
the
like-
biggest fan here.
Yeah, for
we got
sure.
the One
The
Piece
guy
fan
in all
and the
the
Gumby
Gumby.
fan.
Tom is the guy who knows everything about One Piece. I'm the guy who knows everything about Gumby.
Gumby,
So
yeah.
I think the thing with Gumby is that
Yeah.
he's sort of like a metaphor for like
Oh,
the
yeah?
love in all of our hearts.
Oh,
right.
wow.
So stretchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Sticky.
stretchy, sticky. I don't know if he's sticky.
Dude, I don't know what
that he's
Gumby is.
sticky.
man.
He's sticky for sure.
Oh
He
yeah,
certainly is
Yeah.
now.
That's how he sticks to the fridge when he gets there.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it the same guy though?
Yeah.
That's
the same guy.
Okay.
I hear we're gonna find out finally why he's so sticky.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
wait.
happening.
It's happening
Finale.
in 500th episode.
Yep. It's still going.
Still
Still
going.
going.
But like,
It's
why is he
still
so
Gumby.
sticky? Everyone wants to know.
People on their
question-
deathbed, have they said why Gumby is so sticky yet? Oh, it's family.
It's family.
The power of family.
Well, speaking of the
God,
power of
It
family,
really is a powerful binding force.
This next post is titled "You roll a natural 5 and accidentally break your entire magic bow."
Oh no.
A natural 5?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just a normal ass number.
No,
So
it's
like
a
a-
natty 5.
So like
Put some respect on that
I'm
5.
so sorry. Natty 5. I
Something-
rolled a natty 14.
So they say I joined a Pathfinder 2e campaign, starting at 11th level with free archetype and ancestry paragon. Now I gotta be honest, I don't really know shit about the about the Pathfinder like character creation process.
This guy sounds jacked.
But yeah, they sound like cool as hell.
They already sound like the fuck.
Yeah, this guy
I
fucks
think
for
we've
sure.
established.
Easy
let's
dub.
just call it there.
Yeah, let's call
He
it.
plays Pathfinder.
Let's move on to the
Yeah.
the next post. I don't think
Yeah.
we need to read this one. It was a homebrew setting. We had to help the fairy summer court against spring, autumn, and winter. Sounds like a bit of fun. Okay.
Is that you? Is that in the...
that's me.
That sounded so scripted.
Sounds like a bit of fun, you know?
Sounds like a bit of fun.
Yeah. Helping out a court in the fae.
Sure. Couldn't be us.
Okay, my PC rolled a critical failure on an attack roll,
A 5.
in part due to the hero points. Oh yeah, that's something that's important for context. In Pathfinder, critical failures or critical successes are based off of if you're below or above the threshold by a certain amount. You can have criticals with like varying levels of like crit. So you could be like, you get like a super crit if you're like 20 above the whatever,
Right.
or you could get like a super crit fail if you're like if the check was like super high and you were like a nat 1 or something.
Yeah.
I won't pretend to know
Or
a ton
nat
about it.
5.
Never played, but yeah. So yeah.
So
or a
did
nat 5.
Pathfinder happen because people said, there's not enough math in this?
Kinda.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, functionally that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people who are sick, jaded fucks like Tom and I were like, this needs to be more breakable.
More complicated.
Have
Yeah.
you guys played
Apparently-
Pathfinder before?
I've never played it. I've listened to Pathfinder podcasts. It actually does seem like a really great system.
It's so mechanically dense, though.
Yeah,
Right.
but I think it seems like it has the potential to be like as mechanically dense as you want it to be, but you can still kind of like...
It's more for like mechanics people than role playing people.
From my understanding, from my limited understanding, to go on a brief tangent here, is that Pathfinder does a better job of making story elements mechanical. It's like your characters track well with like the mechanics track the narrative quite well. So you know, an early level character going up against like a dragon or whatever just has zero chance. There's like in D&D, you still have a chance. Like a player could take on a dragon at very low levels.
Yeah.
But in Pathfinder, it's literally impossible. Like there is no way to do it.
Oh, wow.
When you get way later, you know, your characters level up a lot more, and the things that you can do are a lot cooler, and then you can fight your dragon. There's a big like narrative moment. It tracks better.
It's like how like Rachel was saying, like, I want, like, when I summon my thing back to my hand, can I have it like go through people and like, you know, shock them into damage like Thor or whatever. Like Pathfinder is like more easy to make stuff like that
Right.
work.
That would be
mechanically.
a thing.
cool.
That would be like a
there
thing you
there
could
are
choose.
set rules.
Yeah.
For that. Whereas
Cool.
in D&D, the DM's like, all right, we'll fudge it. We'll
Yeah.
We'll just make
Okay,
something up.
that makes sense.
But yeah, so I used my final action on a vanilla longbow strike. Due to a natural 5, and mine. Okay, there's a lot of fucking
It's so
mechanical
technical.
talk in here. The DM declared that my character accidentally broke their entire magic bow. The GM read that dry firing a bow breaks it, forgetting to
Dry
knock an
firing?
arrow and
You
thus
gotta loop
dry
that bow up.
fire. Yeah.
I mean, from my understanding of bows going out of here, bows are not meant to be wet.
yeah, that's bad for the bow,
That's
right?
bad for the bow.
I'm guessing they're
You
saying
can't
that.
raw dog the bow though.
You can't be raw dogging the bow.
I
You
think
gotta at least spit on the bow.
is is dry. I think you gotta spit on that bad boy. I think dry firing is when you loose the string without an arrow being notched.
Right.
And they're saying that
breaks the bow.
breaks the bow. Yeah,
Clearly.
which seems, I don't know much about bows, but is that how they work?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think if you pull it back and release it, it still just acts like a bow, right?
Yeah.
How does that work? Would that be a mechanic? Like I notched the arrow?
Oh god, I wouldn't put it
That-
past Pathfinder to do that.
That
though.
seems
We have to, like,
so
set-
granular.
Up an arrow.
I don't think that's a
No,
thing.
it probably isn't. That'd be crazy though. I'd love.
I
that.
think
That'd be funny.
I think coming from a place of experience someone who panics when they have more than 5 spells.
Yeah.
They're issues that they're playing Pathfinder instead of D&D, or just like have a fun time, play pretend with friends.
Yeah, but
Honestly.
this isn't in the mechanics. This is the DM just was like, I think that
broke
you.
it.
This is like the equivalent of you rolling a nat 1 and your wand breaks.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Whatever you
Please
do.
don't say it.
Please do not.
Do not.
Like that's essentially what this person's saying.
Okay,
It's
well
like
that's
a cool magic
shitty.
item broke because you rolled bad enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't have to.
Except instead of a nat 1, it's like a 5. So it's like a 25% chance of
the
it
odds
happening.
are so high.
I protested, said that this was arbitrary and unfair, that it could be patently sorry, I'm starting to
Oh my
lose my
God.
vision. I'm so tired.
This guy uses complicated words. He's doing well.
The
You just gotta
GM's
take it to the patent office?
yeah.
See reference figure 5.
Basically, it devolves into a big argument. They're screaming at each other. The
Oh,
short of it
wow.
is that they rolled a nat 1 and their magic item broke, which I think is kind of crazy.
That's
But-
a little cooked.
Yeah, but I think it would be. I think I should start doing that for you guys' items.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
Just to thin them out a little.
Yeah.
They would be thinned out so fast. Especially
Yeah.
with our nat 20s being ones.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, last session, like 5 nat 1s, four
lot.
nat 1s.
A lot of them.
People should just adopt my approach to it. Net 1 is always your pants fall down.
Yeah,
God,
Yeah.
There you
that's
go.
pants fall
Solved.
down easy.
God, it happens
There's a
like
5% chance.
yeah,
your pants fall down.
anything you do,
Yeah.
pants down straight away.
Oh, I think there was I remember on not another D&D podcast where they have a a show called Dungeon Court where people send in like problems that they're having with their tables and stuff, and
freaking pants.
and they there was a guy I think who was saying that like in battle you should be like shitting your pants. So like every time they were rolling out one or something, they would like shit their pants for like. And
I
it's like,
think in battle you should be
Yeah.
shitting your pants more often.
Yeah.
actually.
It's a magical fantasy world. Like stuff like that can happen.
It's about telling
course.
stories.
yeah, it's about like interesting,
exactly.
compelling stories.
Nice.
If you want your characters to shit their pants, pass your DM a note.
Yeah, a
As the
monologue.
flavor text.
yeah. Write a scene description of somebody shitting their pants.
Commandeer your D&D campaign.
I have this player. They're fine. But
yeah.
they keep trying to
Yeah.
they keep trying to make me shit their pants, make them shit their pants.
Oh my god. My problem players,
fine.
when I make them shit their pants, they don't go into detail describing how it
The
happens to their
consistency.
character.
So I'm having to do most of the dialogue for them, most of the flavor text.
They refuse to talk about it.
They refuse to talk about.
Honestly, disgraceful.
Are we doing D&D or Pathfinder here? Come on.
Guys, come
Guys,
on.
get in character. You just shit your pants. How do you feel?
What do you do? And what do you think?
What do you do?
What do you think?
How do you feel? What do you think? Oh god.
This guy just killed your family, and then you shit your pants. How do you feel?
Role play it, you
It's a character moment.
when Silken Web encounters the person who killed her family, I think that
Oh,
she
yeah.
should roll to shit her pants.
No role.
You have to make the decision.
Guaranteed.
Do you
gotta
get
choose.
revenge or do you clean up?
Do you clean up or do you take out the trash?
Oh.
But everyone can see you that you have shit your pants.
Yeah.
Clearly
And it will live on in infamy.
Oh,
They will sing tales.
You'll save face if you lean into it.
Oh no, it's not working. It's backfiring.
Yeah, roll a charisma check to like just go with the
It
bit.
was a bad marketing decision.
Oh.
Shouldn't have leaned into it.
Should not have leaned into it. Okay, so this next question is titled "Whiny player refuses to participate in the long session and is confused why he doesn't get the end rewards."
Whoa.
I was in a session that was about 6 hours long.
Oh, that is a
It's a hefty session, yeah.
That's a big one.
We've done some long sessions. We've done a couple 11s,
Yeah,
right?
we've done an
Whoa.
11 and a 12
That's-
hour.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's-
those for the finales for both of our campaigns were both really long.
Yeah,
Right.
they were like midday till midnight, basically.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that for a finale.
Yeah,
that
no,
makes it
big
feel
finales.
Yeah.
justified.
Big
And we
finales.
had potluck in the middles.
Yeah, we
like,
broke
as
it
a
up.
break.
There was a break. I also wish mine was longer.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Mine was still too short.
And when you're saying pot, like that's actual, like you're breaking out the food.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We're bringing out the food.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What sort of snacks are you rocking in between?
Ooh, in a normal D&D game, kind of lame to be honest.
Yeah,
it's
we-
mostly
Oh,
just chips and shit.
We sometimes have some good ones just for a normal because
True.
one of our players, Josh, bakes bread sometimes.
Oh, he always brings like a sourdough. It's pretty
yeah,
good.
and you, Tom, you'll sometimes make up something nice.
Sometimes I whip something up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made us masala curry today.
I made
Yeah.
a massaman actually.
Messerman.
Oh.
even.
Fuck.
Dude,
That sounds delicious.
I just remembered this is why we're getting wildly off top now.
Yeah, you don't say.
Oh,
I
where's
just-
the segway's gone off the cliff.
The
Oh,
segue
no.
is
we need
fucked.
to talk about it.
He's beyond shattered.
I'm really hungry and now I just started thinking about that
Ooh.
like bruschetta and like
Oh.
poached garlic with the hummus thing. Fuck,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
insane.
It was mushrooms.
Oh, that
mushrooms,
was
roast garlic,
was like-
comfy garlic.
Did
that was
you
like the
make that,
best
Tom?
entree I've ever had in my entire life. It was so good.
It's pretty good.
Did you make that, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, a friend passed me a recipe for truly one of the most amazing entrees I've
That's great.
ever had.
I
Little
don't-
toasted breads.
He made
With
a porchetta
A
afterwards as well.
porchetta, a delicious porchetta with pomme aligot.
Yeah.
You know-
that was
you know,
good.
Whoa.
Okay, we have to move on from this because I'm really hungry.
You
and this
know,
will make me,
okay.
Ralph Halaga from Friend Podcast Moonboot makes a killer poached garlic on bruschetta
yes,
as well.
I thought about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Love
Listen to Moonboot.
Yeah,
Listen to
listen to
Moon
Moonboot.
Boot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was in a session that was 6 hours long, which I wasn't a big fan of, but I participated anyway because I made a commitment when I signed up. But this one player didn't get that message. He bitched and moaned about the session being too long, and in every single battle, he would refuse to fight and would just run away from enemies, which
Why?
ironically made it even longer. When we reached the end, we were dividing the end rewards like money and treasure and purposefully left him out. He complained even more, which was really funny. He said that's
That
not
guy fucked.
yeah,
for
that
sure.
guy fucked, definitely. He said that's not fair because he participated in the game. We called him out for not participating and said he's not getting the rewards.
Yeah.
He said that he sat through the long ass session for no reason. The DM told him to get out and he did.
Wow.
Damn,
Oh
yeah,
my
he got banned.
God.
Damn, that's
Also, insane choice to be like, I don't want to be here. I'm going to deliberately not engage.
I would be
I'm going to make
actually
this longer for everyone
Yeah.
and myself.
I would be so furious if I was a
Yeah.
player at the table and like everybody's kind of like wanting to go home, but you know you're like D&D and you're sticking it out and the combats just take longer because this guy is complaining about being long and then not doing damage.
Also, just not engaging either. Like,
Yeah.
choosing deliberately to remove themselves from the game in protest.
Yeah, like just leave.
Yeah, don't
That's
be
better.
there.
Well, and not only is it making the session longer, it's going to feel longer because you're not actively doing anything.
Yeah, exactly,
You're just
right.
passively
Yeah,
you're
watching and listening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
It's
that's
so
so
aggravating.
dumb. Also, 6 hours isn't even that long.
Yeah.
Oh.
6 hours. Short ass, yeah.
I will say 6 hours, that would be long for me. But
You're
you
not
know,
a real one.
Yeah.
I'm not a real one.
Suck it,
I
dude.
get sleepy. I need to go nappy time, sleepy time.
Yeah.
That 6 hours. If I was at a table for 6 hours and there was a guy like that there, that would suck
Yeah,
even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would suck.
That's the thing about we always talk about that, but like D&D, everyone wants to play it so badly, but you have to spend so much hours and hours in a room with people. Like you better like them. You know?
Yeah. It really is a game that is made or broken by the people you're playing it with.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, God.
That's why it seems so crazy when there's people who have just like drop-ins and
Yeah, or like just
Yeah.
like getting strangers in a like a online in a Discord.
Yeah.
That nobody just trying to gather a bunch of people together. It always seems to end so poorly.
Yeah. Especially on this subreddit for some reason.
Crazy.
Why don't
Weird.
they have stories about times things went well?
Yeah,
we should
what's
do
the
that.
subreddit called again?
We should do
I don't know, I
RPG
can't
happy
remember.
stories.
RPG happy,
next.
happy
Yeah.
stories.
I had a
stories.
session. It went super well.
That's like the whole thing.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
have any of you had issues with like a random player that's been outside of your group?
Oh,
This
outside of the
fucking
group.
guy.
This guy.
This
Like,
guy.
do you mean somebody who was not playing but was like just there, like in the house?
Oh,
No,
no.
no, I
like-
guess someone
like
who was
someone dropped
who was
in.
brought
Dropped-
in.
Like
Yeah,
a drop in.
Yeah. We haven't really done like many drop-ins.
No.
Most of the time that we've done drop-ins,
we're
it's been like
gatekeepers.
someone. Yeah, it's been like someone that we're already all quite close friends with.
Yeah.
and so it's quite easy to just like integrate them in for a little bit.
You guys do auditions and casting calls for your
Yeah, no,
games, eh?
absolutely. Our own friends have to sit through them. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do an interview, 40 questions.
Yeah, yeah.
40 questions.
yeah, and you do it facing away from them, and you hit your buzzer. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're out.
You're out.
Oh, you hit your buzzer when they are
Yeah,
out. You
I hit
spin
that buzzer
around.
a
You're
lot.
out.
Yeah, I turn around just so I can tell to their face that they're fucking out.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, like, I don't. That I would never implement that because I wouldn't want anybody to be at the table who's not hot, right?
Yeah.
True.
You just
Like-
look at the picture they put on their like application form.
Yeah,
And you're like,
and
"Ah."
they're like, not hot enough.
Yuck.
I hate it. Yeah, that guy actually makes me kind of mad.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a little bit triggering. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such bad sportsmanship.
I'm just looking for another one.
Also, 6 hours. You could do like 1,000 push-ups. 6 hours.
You c-
Yeah.
I
You
think
could-
you probably could.
You could go on the stock market and make probably upwards of $200.
Or
you
lose
could
a lot of
lose.
money.
You could lose
What?
so much.
Yeah.
in
Why?
that time.
Why are we even playing D&D? We should
You
be
could
on
just
the
be
stock
losing. We
market
could all
right
just be
now.
losing money
There's-
right now.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit dedicated to people who like borrow do like options trading and like
where you
lose
borrow money and
like
then
millions and like
Yeah.
it's
and are forever in debt.
it's just like a screenshot of like
That's fine.
somebody just losing millions in like
God,
5
that's
seconds.
awful.
Yeah.
We love when people treat stocks like just gambling.
Mm.
This one is not from RPG Horror Stories. This is from r/root game, which for those who don't know, Root is like a board game.
It's an asymmetrical board game.
Whoa!
And it's got
An
yeah,
asymmetrical war game, actually.
Actually, it's technically a word game.
and the title is "My Friends Don't Enjoy This Game."
Stop then, maybe.
Yeah. I have the base game and all the expansions for this particular game, and for me, it stands as the #1 board game among all others. In fact, I fell in love with it right away. However, after a while, it became evident that there's a problem. My friends don't enjoy it. No matter how much we play, they always
multiple times.
they always express that it wasn't fun for them.
No matter how many, every time we play, they always say they hate it.
Next time, guys.
Yeah, you'll love
yeah,
the next one for sure.
I got new home cooked rules.
Some criticize the game, citing reasons like the absence of catch-up mechanic, too much king making, and limited options.
So all really
Others-
valid.
All valid, yeah. Others find the game overly complex, with an overwhelming number of choices leading them to lose sight of their faction goals.
Yeah.
In my opinion, unlike many other games, this one is heavily influenced by the players who participate.
This guy, this guy wins every single game, doesn't he? Like he destroys.
Sure.
I think it's perfectly balanced.
I love this game.
If someone plays poorly, it impacts everyone. This differs
If
from
someone plays poorly,
it's a bad game then, probably, right?
yeah.
Is this one of these games which takes like 2 hours to explain up top to
Yeah.
new players?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure, yeah.
definitely.
It's a long game.
It's a really complicated game
It-
too.
It's like I don't even know how to describe it, but there's
It's
there's
very much
four or five different factions, and
So
each
many
of
more
them,
than that.
or even more with the expansions, I
Yeah.
assume.
of course,
And
yeah.
each of them plays in a completely different mechanical way. So you
Yeah.
have to
Everyone
explain
at the table
every
is
single one of
playing
them.
a different game.
yeah.
Yeah,
They all have their own set of mechanics.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's conceptually very interesting.
Yeah.
Realistically, it is such a difficult game to play. Like not even like complicated, just difficult as in like I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's it's like how
Like, we're all just like we also hate this game.
yeah, because it's like it's like if you were to get a bunch of people together for a board game night and play Pathfinder or D&D or something, but then it's like, but without any of the role playing elements, it's like it's just
and
it's
no
just
one
complicated.
like
Yeah.
everyone, the way everyone plays is different. So the best you can do is know how you play, because it's way too hard to know what everybody's doing. Because there's no fucking
It's
way
like-
you're gonna keep track of everyone's different game that's going on.
Like,
It
if-
feels like it would be the final panel in like a 3-piece meme of somebody's
Yeah.
like brain
yeah, yeah.
It
Well,
definitely feels like it.
it's the sense that I've gotten is that like if your whole friend group are like really into it and you'll get really into it and learn how to play it and it's like your game,
Yeah.
then it's probably really fun and like you'll love it. But it's like I feel like there's probably a lot of situations like this where one person is just trying to force their friend group to get to that point.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
That's such a common thing in board games.
yeah.
I was gonna say I do sympathize with the guy. It does suck when there's a game you really love
Yes.
that you can't play with anyone because no
Yeah.
one else likes it, and so you're
Yeah.
kind of stuck with a game that you desperately want to play,
Yeah.
but there's no one to play it with.
And you need 7 people.
Yeah, you
We
need
had-
7 other people to play.
We had the reverse of that where you introduced us to King's Dilemma, which is
Oh,
a board game that
that is
everybody
Incredible
has been
board game.
enjoying. It's
Yeah.
it's like a narrative game, and there's like you play it over lots of sessions, and the game progresses
it's
each time.
extremely narrative focused, which
Yeah.
is what I like about it. It is just a choose your own adventure board game essentially.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
very
shout
well
out
done.
to King's Dilemma.
Shout out to King's Dilemma. Buy that board game. Play it with your friends.
kingsdilemma.com.
It's great.
The
Kingsdilemma.com is my favorite website. I go on that website every day.
The hardest part about it is that you will have to convince your friends or trick them into committing to like a board game that they have to play for like 12 sessions.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
invited
yeah.
them all around to read Playboys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
they're like, "Hey, what's
surprise.
this?"
Yeah.
Lock the doors. I can't get out.
This isn't Miss January.
What the heck?
I was all excited.
Just another weekly Playboy session with the friend group. Gone wrong.
This person leaves this, finishes this post by saying, "Ultimately, my point is that Root is a good game that can turn unpleasant when players lack a true understanding of its mechanics.
Oh.
This complexity poses a challenge. I can't send them tutorial videos because it might become demotivating to learn the game after a bad experience.
Oh my
afterwards.
god.
I could be mistaken in my belief that the game is predominantly shaped by the players, but I'm desperately seeking answers or tips on handling this situation. I adore this game, and the last thing I want is for it, along with all its expansions, to merely collect
And
dust
all
on my
its
shelf."
expansions.
All the
This,
expansions.
And then
okay.
this is sorry, the final sentence, which is very funny. P.S. I'm aware that changing friends is an option, but I'm exploring other solutions.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That wraps it up. But because the line isn't "I adore this game," it's "I adore my friends," but
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like this cool game.
Yeah.
It's such a brutal situation
It
for
is.
everybody involved. There's no winners in that
No,
situation.
no. I feel kind of bad for the guy, but he is in the wrong. Root is a bad game.
He really just came out and said you need a pretty high IQ to understand.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun, it's because you're maybe not super smart.
Because you don't really get it.
You just
I
don't really
think.
get it. They've played. It sounds like they've played a bunch of times as well.
They've always
Yeah.
been like, I don't like this game.
well, maybe I just need to send them tutorials.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
they
think
will
get
watch a
it yet.
2-hour YouTube video.
on how to play.
I kind of was one of these because like our friend group played Root at one point a fair bit. There
Yeah,
was
fair
even
bit.
like talk of like a Root tournament or whatever over like a day.
That's right.
And I remember just seeing those messages in the chat and just being like,
don't
I'm just not
want
gonna go to this.
yeah.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to spend a day playing this game. Like I don't.
Yeah. The only thing that kept me playing that game is there's one faction.
Is it the
of all
raccoon?
factions.
No.
No. That is really interactive with other people. Like
The trading
the
one.
otters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're the only faction where their mechanic isn't to fuck up other people. And so their whole thing is to like actually talk to people around the table and like do trades and do deals and stuff. And I just like every game I played, I was like, I'm not playing to win. I just desperately want to
I'm just
add
looking
an
to
element to this game.
Borrow as much money and lose it and post
Yeah.
Yes. on our slash
on my
Root.
lost pawn.
I took options and it went really bad.
Yeah, that's actually the next RPG horror story.
Oh my god, it's an
I-
options one.
I have I had a similar thing as a teenager. I was really into Naruto when it was like coming out at the time, right? And I was trying so hard beyond all means to try to get my girlfriend at the time to get into it, who wasn't even an anime fan. But I was like, I was burning CDs with
my
4 episodes a disc to it, saying,
yeah.
"Look, you just got to get past the first 30 episodes, and then
I've
it's so
been
good."
there.
You just got to get through you got to get to the tune-in exams.
Yeah.
Oh, the tuning exams. That's where they pop off.
I think that I feel like every relationship I've been in, I have watched Avatar with that person. Because like I rewatch that show all the time, and you know, there's always a really stressful period in that first season where I'm just like,
It gets good, I promise.
I'm just like, are you enjoying?
Are you
this?
loving it?
Yeah.
Are you loving this?
It's like the boyfriend thing to do is to watch Lord of the Rings with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
yeah,
classic.
Yeah.
I think the way to play that, if I was to play that now, which to be fair, I am gonna do. Next girlfriend, watch out.
Yeah.
I think the play is to play it off like you've never seen it before. Like, hey, I've heard there's a show. Naruto? Yeah, should we just check this out and like do have it be our weekly thing?
And then they're like, yo, this shit's ass. Let's keep watching it to like make fun of it. Let's hate watch this.
I reckon by the time we get to episode 30, maybe our opinions might have developed a little bit.
we're just like, let's do a reaction channel on YouTube about this. Like,
I reckon we stick with it though. I reckon it could be really good.
Oh man! All right, well let's wrap it up there.
Moral.
I think pretty clearly that guy does not fuck. Guy who's forcing his friends to play Root.
To play Root? No.
Your friends have expressed quite clearly many times by the sounds of it that they don't like this game.
He
This guy's
doesn't.
a pest.
Maybe he doesn't fuck, but he does Root. Am I right?
Oh,
fuck yeah!
Oh
Nice
god, I
one.
want to end the episode on that
Gil,
though.
high five. Well, what's the moral of the story?
Force your friends to play a board game they don't like over and over again.
Yeah.
It's fun for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they're just bad at the game.
yeah, I guess you're always winning.
Exactly.
In that case.
Yeah,
win
true.
after win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rack them up. Get as many wins out of your friends as possible when
Yeah.
teaching them a new game.
And then get new friends.
And then get new friends.
It's an option.
And start it again as an option.
Yeah.
Option.
As an
As an
option.
option trade.
Invest in your friends.
Yeah. Well, what's that the saying? How?
Good morning, mums.
Oh,
no,
no, that's
fuck off.
for Deadbeat Dungeon.
Stay
Yeah, we
sad.
say fuck off.
Fuck off.
Stay sad and keep fucking.
Stay sad, keep fucking.
Is that what you were trying to remember?
No, I was trying to remember the questionnaire. It's like what?
what would you do?
What would you do?
And what would you think?
There we go.
And the answer is stay sad and keep fucking.
Yes, stay
Stay
sad,
sad
keep,
and keep
fucking.
fucking. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
That was a Bass Jump Comedy original. It's cooked.